Tried to figure out some like thing that would save time, but didn't figure it out. But that's okay because, which is like applying textures in a certain way by just like copying just like one thing instead of just like kind of just creating new materials for each one. But that's okay because I'm used to creating materials for each one like Blender. I mean, there's some copy and pasting, but for the variety of different types of objects I'm gonna have, then yeah. I wonder because I might have to also, if it isn't shown in this, learn some like 2D stuff and how that like interacts. There's definitely videos on that, but we also were in, because we're in level 1, this is our like whole main save or like I guess game, and then we go into our level and see where we left off.
So our box's default material. We need to open up the asset static mesh editor, and within here we see that we have a default material slot. Right now it's using the world grid material. We're going to set this to mi_wooden like that. Let's press save, and now the material is applied to our boxes even when we drag out a brand new box. Before we move on to the next chapter, I think it's a...
Oh. I see. Oh. Ah, okay. Instance. Yeah, we want the material, the instance material. So this would always be a red crate. That's fine for what I want to do. Yeah. Awesome. So when I pop it in, pop, there it is. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Add another crate into the scene. Maybe also... It doesn't look right, though, because it's like the texture and everything. Oh. Texture and everything is not meant to be that small. It's meant to be like that big. That's okay.
It's important to point out what this texture right here does. So I'm going to double click on it, and this texture does look a little bit weird, but essentially what it is that it combines several different masks into one texture using the RGB channels. I know that might sound confusing, but essentially in computer graphics, color is made up of a red channel, a green channel, and a blue channel. So what developers realize is that they can take these individual channels and then hide masks inside of them. So for example, if we uncheck the blue channel and the green channel, we see that the red channel of this texture is a metallic mask. Uncheck red, check green, our green channel is roughness, uncheck green, and check blue. Our blue channel is ambient occlusion, although we won't use ambient occlusion. I included it within a texture to show that we can hide 3 different masks inside a single texture. And because even though this is a color texture, it's actually going to be used as mask, we want to uncheck sRGB right there. So the way we would use this in a material is let's create a
Okay, interesting.
brand new material, called mask example, and double click inside of it.
Okay. I'll do the same. Mask underscore example. Turn that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so then hop into the material.
So if we were to create material from this mask, we're going to drag out our base color and our normal map, because of course we still need
Base color and the normal map. Okay.
them. And instead of using our metallic or our roughness
And he's just straight up just plugging it this time. Okay.
texture, we combine those into one individual texture right here. So we don't need those since they're combined into this one. And
Okay. Interesting. What's the file size? How big of a difference of optimization is that?
our red channel is metallic, so we're going to grab from the R pen into metallic and a green
Okay.
channel is roughness. Now roughness didn't have to be the green channel, it could have been blue or red, just I decided to use the green channel. And if that's applied, inside of our map, let's apply the new material to it.
Okay, interesting. This is new to me, but I understand the concept. Pretty cool. Trying to think of like, I guess we just optimize by instead of. But what's the process of? Interesting. I bet in Blender you can bake out something like this.
This breaks.
No, you can. I know you can.
Slight difference between the two, since in the material instance I am using color tints. So reset that back to white, and jumping back here we can see that there's virtually no difference in between combining the textures or using the textures separately. So I included it within this course because it's pretty important to know why.
Basically, what is basically the so that's a save. This is mask example. It's also squeezed. Well, that's because of. Well, actually, wait. Wait, why? Is that the metal working? Or is that the metal working? Hold up, let me see, because... Of course, it is a little bit more slick, but I do see... There's difference. But not much, though. He's right. Like, virtually.
by Unreal developers use this, since you will be seeing this a lot. Also, it's good to know exactly what these R, G, and B pins are used for. That's how you create Unreal assets. But you're probably wondering now, how do I move Unreal assets in between different Unreal?
Only have one node. You only have to drag in one versus two. Yeah, that's true.
Real project. Because it would be a real shame if every time we create a project, we have to remake all the assets. And we can move assets in between projects through an easy process called migration. So to migrate
Ooh, that's what I wanted to know last time. Okay.
We need a new Unreal project. Included within the downloadable content, link in the description below, here's a project that contains some assets I want to bring into our first project that we've
Okay.
been working on. So within the zip file,
So how we do this?
So to drag it onto our desktop to unzip it, and
It's already
double-click
unzipped.
inside the folder to open up an Unreal project, double-click on the .u file. Now that I have the downloaded project,
Oh. Wait, which one again? Hold up.
our desktop to unzip it, and double-click to go inside the project folder.
Oh, the project folder. Okay. So go into the project folder, then go into here. So it's going to launch it. Yeah, actually save. Just in case I didn't save it. Is this going to separate? Is this going to open another window, or is this going to open into this window? It's a good thing to see. It's a whole new thing? That'll be... Oh, it is! Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. I didn't know if it was going to, like, forcibly pop in.
Now that I have the downloaded project, open up.
I could see... I was actually expecting it to pop in.
That's currently inside this. Now if your content folder is empty, then that means you didn't unzip the project. So make sure you unzip the project before opening it up.
So with it? Yeah, okay, yeah, this is it.
Lighting examples with some maps, materials, meshes, and textures. They're going to help us demonstrate Unreal's lighting capabilities. I want to bring all these assets into our original project called First Project. So to do so, I'm going to dock them to the side of my screen.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, can I see? Oh, there we go. Bye, I clicked. Okay, so migrates here. Copies assets found in this folder dependencies into another game content folder. Okay.
All the assets are going to be migrated, and this all looks correct. So I'm going to click on OK. And now it's asking for a location to migrate them to. We just simply want to migrate them to the content folder of the destination project. And you can find out where the content folder is.
Which is here. Test. Content. Select.
By double-clicking on the original project file. So right here is First Project, which is where this project is stored. And if I go into its project file, we see there's a content folder, and this is the location that I want to migrate all these assets to. So
Oh.
I could go through and manually map
Wait, what?
location, or I can copy its destination with Control-C and Control-V it right here. So now I have the content folder of our original project selected. I'm telling Unreal that I want to move the files from into Unreal project to First Project. And put these folders. Now we see content migration successful. And if I go into First Project now, click on space, under content, we now have lighting examples, which are all
Okay.
from our downloaded project. Now,
Okay. I mean, that's another way. It's just confused me for a second because he went a little roundabout, but I mean, yeah.
in order to get the content folder location, I could press Control space, go to the content drawer, and right click on a content folder, and go show export. This will automatically bring up the...
Oh, that's also another. That's pretty. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually really awesome. So it's here. So if we just go into content, lighting examples, maps. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. That's actually really sick. So we would have to open the window. Yeah, we would have to open the window because. Well, actually, we don't even have to need this open. We could, if we needed to close, open another one, get that, select, because we know where the folder is, select it, boom, there we go, instead of having to do that. Could you also just drag and drop? I feel like that would be kind of easy if it was like that.
Finally, let's talk about Unreal UI5, right?
I feel like it would work, but I guess not.
And Lumen is revolutionary because it gives us real-time global illumination. And essentially, global illumination is
Me just being a little stingy.
light bounce. Because in real life,
Yeah.
light doesn't just hit an object and stop. Instead, it hits an
No.
object, bounces off that object, and after
Subsurface.
illuminates the world. It also takes a little bit of the object's color and projects it onto the next object. For
Yep.
example, it might be a little bit hard to see because the video is being streamed, but here we have a red mouse, and light is hitting this mouse, taking a little bit of its color, and then projecting it onto any nearby objects. So if I move the mouse to the table, around the table, there's a little bit of a reddish tint that's coming from the bounce light. So global illumination is important because it's the secret to realistic rendering. But there's one large problem, and that is global illumination is very expensive to calculate. Real-time global illumination isn't possible without a super powerful GPU. And this is where Lumen comes in handy. Lumen is a brand new way to render global illumination at a fraction of a cost compared to traditional ways to get global illumination, like hardware ray tracing. So to show Lumen in action, let's jump back into Unreal. And to do so, we need the content.
It's just so freaking good. I love that. It could become way more common. Oh. God, that makes me want to. Oh.
Migrate over. So if you haven't already, make sure you download the lighting example.
Man, so nice.
below And migrate it into our project from the previous chapter. So to begin, go to maps and light bounce.
Whoa. Okay, this is cool. Hold up.
So as you can see, this is an insanely simple room. All we have is 4 walls and 2 objects and a light source. I've also gone ahead and added in a post-process volume. Since by default Lumen is turned on, I want to turn off Lumen to demonstrate how we used to get global illumination back in the Unreal Engine 4 days. So as you can see, global
Is
illumination.
there no... Wait, 4 walls? 5, number 1. And there's 6, technically.
Method is set to none. Now let's just pretend that we're in Unreal Engine 4, and I want some global illumination since obviously shadows are never this dark. Normally you would see some light bouncing around to illuminate the shadow areas right here. So the first thing I would do is number 1, make sure my light sources are set to static, not movable. And number 2, I need to build my level. And to build, you want to come up to the build tab.
Static, movable, stationary. Because that's something I really want to learn is how to move objects and trigger all that crap.
Way up here, select it, and within the drop down, simply select build all levels.
Build. Setting up the swarm connection. It's the locust. Oh?
Right now, behind the scenes, Unreal is ray tracing our entire level and creating a light map. This light map contains all the lighting data, which is then overlaid onto our world as a texture. Now we are done building our lighting. It should have been pretty quick because this is a very small level. And if we look at our level,
Oh, there we go. Ah, there it is.
we can see that we do have global illumination. Notice how this sphere is no longer pitch black in the shadow areas. There's now light filling up the shadows, making it look a lot more realistic than before.
Swarm.
Red on the sphere as bouncing from the red wall. Same thing over here. The entire room has a little bit of tint, since this green wall is also bouncing light off. So this is how we used to get global illumination on Unreal 4. And while this is great, there are some major issues. Mostly that our lighting and all our shadows are static. So if I select my sphere and move around, we can see that the lighting breaks. Press Control D to undo that.
About
Then
to
if I select my source
say.
and move around, the lighting also breaks. Notice how if I move my light away,
Because you're
we now have
baking it.
two shadows. So there's one shadow that's coming from the light source, and another shadow that's coming from our light map, which is no good. So I press Control and Z to put our lighting back to the original spots, and this is where Lumen comes in really handy because it allows us to have dynamic global illumination. So I can move my light around.
Oh, wow. That was... That's right, man. That sucks for a lot of devs. Because just think of just like how just restrictive that is. Have like a light or something just move around, or like a torch, simple torch, in real time. That's actually really huge. Pretty simple it seems, but man, that's crazy.
My sphere with no issues whatsoever. But first, we
Okay.
have our light maps as we did bake our world. To do so, you needed the World Settings tab. Now, by default, there is no World Settings tab. We can get that by coming up to Windows and selecting World Settings all the way down here. And now we have our World Settings. As you can guess, World Settings is simply the settings of our world. So this is
I
where
don't
we
know if it's
control
because
our
he saved this and then it has it,
And we will go over light baking settings in just a bit. But for now,
or if I just set this on default, I'll forget.
by selecting Force No Pre-Computed Lighting, which will tell Unreal that I don't want to use any light.
Light maps, okay, okay. So many buttons. Why is all the buttons... Hold up. Advanced. So, light mask settings. There it goes. Okay, so it's closed. Which one was it? Force. Gosh, there's so many settings. Oh, it's down here. There it is. Force lighting. Building light swings to propagate the change. Will remove existing... Okay.
Which will tell Unreal that I don't want to use any light maps and I don't want to build our lighting. And then after I set that to true, make sure you press build.
That's true. Right?
Now that didn't build our...
I just want to make sure. Because after like that last thing, now I'm like kind of tripping on this.
Make sure you press build. Now that didn't build our lighting.
Yeah, okay. I see. Yeah, so we're good. Then rebuild it, because this is important. I thought he was going to do just like way simpler stuff. But no, this is very important. Very, very important to know.
Instead, I went through and it got rid of all of our light map textures. So let's come back to details. And now I'm going to set my light source to movable. So now that it's set to movable, we still aren't getting any global illumination, because if you remember in the post-process volume, I turned off lumen. So let me zoom in a little bit so we can see this better. Here is Unreal 5 without lumen, and here is Unreal 5 with...
Well, let me see the... global illumination. I wish he would go down. You know, like... he is kind of going down a little bit, but he's... all... Oh, post-processing. That's right. Yeah. Global illumination method. Screen space. Oh. And standalone ray tracing. And lumen. Interesting. Wait. Requires generate mesh distance fields, enables for software ray tracing, and support hardware ray tracing, enabled for hardware ray tracing.
With lumen. So this is
Hardware ray tracing? I see it. Oh! That is fun. Okay, so that's how they even in game mode, right? Yeah, we're in game mode right now. And then... Oh. What that just... Oh no, because... Nah. There we go. I game mode it. smooth. Ah, okay, that's interesting. So okay, that's actually a very basic technique. Well, I say it, but like, how did no one think of this sooner? Because like, because what this is like, it's just they're denoising. Only denoising came out really good only recently, so that's the hardware issue, yes. But even some simpler versions of like this type of denoising, I feel like could have been done. Because that's what it is. It's denoising the ray trace. Like in Blender, you can turn on a setting, like you can see real time, and it takes forever to look. And you have like certain many like frames or like 1 out of 60. And once it's 60, it's like full picture. But if it's like 1, it's only like little dots across the screen because it's like filling out the picture. If you have viewport ray tracing and you have that in real time and you're looking through the viewports, it will denoise it and make it look super realistic. But it denoises in a very squiggly way because it's, well, depending when you start the denoise, but it's best to kind of like start it at 1, especially for like low-end GPUs, so you can start seeing the image better, because it kind of smears it all to look at like a better image instead of just like small little pixels. And that's what they're doing here, at least partly in the denoising process, which is awesome because that's how you would, just like AI type of stuff that they're going to be doing for the LLS. I think it's the LLS or like NVIDIA cards and AMD type of cards having that stuff. Wow, that is special to have like this, to do this. Wow, that is pretty sick.
Is with. And what's amazing is that I can move this light around, and there are no issues. I can even move this sphere and make it bigger, smaller, and calculating all this global illumination at a very smooth frame rate, which is absolutely amazing. This was not possible in Unreal Engine 4. So if I grab this light, and even if I move it all the way over here, we can see that there's bounce lighting coming from the light hitting the wall, and then bouncing and hitting the sphere, giving our entire sphere.
Oh man, yeah, that's what it's doing.
Which is very
But it's crazy because it's denoising. That's the kind of little crazy part. It's denoising at a high level that we don't see the denoise.
realistic.
That's the insane part.
A softer shadow by increasing the source radius. So if I increase this, notice that the shadow gets softer and softer.
Oh, wait, the light. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought he was talking about like the post-processing. I'm like, yo, you're doing something from there that involves like light bounces. But no, it's just the source softness radius. This is where, I understand this stuff, but just knowing where it is really nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I see. Hey, we're playing a pixelated game. That's because this is not shaded smooth, I don't think. If this was a shaded smooth sphere, I wondered... No, it isn't shaded smooth. If I go into Blender right now, take a sphere and bring it in, shade smooth it, I wonder if this would be an issue. That's actually an interesting thing that I need to figure out. Because and then outside.
You have to use hardware ray tracing, but now thanks to Lumen, it's accessible to everyone, while running at a smooth frame rate depending on your computer. And something that was not possible in before, even with hardware ray tracing. So if I come into lighting examples, materials, and use m_emissive material, our emissive materials give off light. So I'm able to light up the scene by just using
my goodness, it's gonna be so cool.
So I'm gonna press Control and Z to undo those. So it's now time to go over all the different light sources that Unreal Engine has to offer. So to begin, let's talk about the point light. So I'm gonna delete it, and to get a point light, you want to come up to the add button, of course.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, I want to know what they have to offer.
Drag in a point light. So a point light is the most basic of lights. It's just a point that emits light in all directions.
Well, yeah.
So let's go over the most important settings in the details panel, and probably the most important one right now is intensity. So it's at 8.
Okay. And then... Wait. Am I looking at the wrong one? Is it lighting channels? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is CD. What is CD?
This down to 1, 2, or even something insanely large like 100 to change the power of the light source. But for now, I'm going to leave this at 4. We also have a source radius, which I just went over, but if we increase it and make sure that you do have...
Oh, temperature, because that's what I would kind of want for like realistic stuff. You like to make it like realistic lighting.
You have the outline of a yellow sphere.
Well, depending. Well, realistic to real world lights. Because you got artificial lighting and stuff, which goes into like blues and stuff, which is artificial, but it's real world, technically. Yeah, like you're inside, outside, or inside sterile type of room, like very white lights. Creates completely different vibes.
The controls are exactly the same.
Emotionally unavailable, all I need is the jam on my bagel. This is not a fable, it's a scam. Take you by the hand. Wait, are you
What would be a
angel or a lamb? Cables gon' snap connected where the heart binds. Take your fake hair and skedaddle. This is our time.
How can I animate something like this? That's something I need to know. And then kind of lower the intensity. That's also another kind of thing to do. So wonder, this purple on that side, that green, just kind of mutes it completely. Maybe a blue?
As our material. And but all these is the indirect lighting intensity. So right now it's set at 1, when it's set to 0, we're going to have very little bounce light, and our shadows end up like a forehand.
Okay. Indirect light intensity, volumetric scattering intensity. That's the names for it. Okay.
Really dark. Not much bounce lighting is happening. Or instead of 1, which is its default, maybe up to 10, and now we have a lot of bounce lighting. So we're going to leave it at 1 for now.
Wow. Okay, that is pretty crazy. Which is kind of nuts because it's just code. Like at the end of the day, it's just code in the engine. So it's crazy, still awesome, but like, wow.
Spotlight. The spotlight is very similar to the point light.
Or your game's got to make.
Spotlight is just illuminating one direction.
Can I hide it? Yeah, because I want to kind of keep it. Spotlight. I don't like that.
And
Keep him talking.
The light is pointing by, of course, rotating it.
Okay.
Exact same as the point light, except we have an inner and outer cone angle. So the outer cone angle will control the size of our spotlight, and the inner cone angle will control the fall off of our light. So I'm going to go to game view mode so we can better see this. And as I
This is actually a really good light test.
If I decrease it all the way to 0, there's a very soft fall off. So those are the controls for the spotlight.
Because you see the bounce and how much it actually works in
so light is
this.
very similar to the spotlight and directional light, except now we're emitting from a rectangle pointing in a specific direction. Hopefully you can see the outline of the lights when it's against the wall. And I control the size of the rectangle.
Oh, so that's more like a photograph, like realistic photographing type light, and there you have that as a light source. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is. That's 100% is. Which to actually increase the realism, you actually you place a prop around it and add the light source in, because all this there's nothing that's cupping the light over here, because it's all like straight from this plane. But if you actually add like a cone around, then it would look like a movie prop, like movie set light, which would actually make it look more realistic, because we're so used to seeing that in movies that we think that's realism, but it's not. Which is kind of crazy to think about.
By going to source width and increasing the width, or I can increase the height.
Mm-hmm.
Even just like beforehand, play with
That's good for like TVs and everything.
Angle from 88 all the way to 0.
Change the colors and everything.
Angle, what the barn door is, or I can increase the length. So we have a lot of control over the specific fall off of that rectangle light. Other than that, the controls are the same. So delete that. And
I really want to test that, because the combination of both of those. Oh, that's
probably the light
nice.
we're going to be using the most, the directional light, so we don't see it.
Oh yes, because this is the sun, and the one day was light, boop, but it was darkness at first. Ah, there it is. So it starts nighttime.
Infinity. And just like
Yes.
spotlight, if I rotate this around, I will control the direction of our sun. The directional light has pretty much the same exact controls as our point light, except if I zoom in on the shadows with a source angle, bring up the source angle, makes the shadow smoother, and bring.
Wait, what? Wait, how did he point that? I thought he just like rotated. Did he do something special?
Has pretty much the same exact infinity. And just like a spotlight, you rotate it to see what it does. And as you can guess,
Oh,
you
I see. Okay.
point in a specific direction, infinity. And just like a spotlight,
It gives him the. Oh no! Wait, am I on the wrong thing? I'm in the wrong thing. That's interesting. I'm now thinking, because I've done like a cool Halo scene, like a Halo ships in space, and there's like an explosion, like a black hole explosion. It's actually pretty sick. I just haven't worked on it in a while. It was like one of the biggest things I've worked on, so it's a little janky, but for what it is, it's actually really sick, and I love looking at it when I get time to look at it here and there. But the thing is, I could rig up the ship, and then actually have it explode, and just record it. Interesting. Especially with the lights and everything, it would look super sick with like the black hole and all the lighting that it would look.
The directional light has pretty much the same exact controls as our point light, except if I zoom in on the shadows, we get the source angle, bring up the source angle, makes the shadows smoother, and bring down the source angle, makes the shadows sharper. So I'm going to reset value by clicking on the arrow icon, and I'm going to delete our directional light since there's one less light I want.
Is that inverted from the other ones? Because isn't that the same thing?
Show, and that is the skylight. So let's drag in the skylight, and you'll notice nothing is happening.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, thank you. Let me know.
It captures our sky and then it projects it onto our world. And right now our skylight isn't doing anything because obviously.
Oh, that looks That's a bug. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Yeah, that's not, you're not supposed to see the colors, but look how cool that looks, though. That's cool.
Our world doesn't have any sky. So the way we can add sky is pretty simple in Unreal Engine 5.
HDRI?
All the way down to the
Oh, wait, how do you do this?
effects and drag in a
Visual... Oh! Visual effects, sky atmosphere.
sky atmosphere. Simply place it right there. And again, if I look up,
Yeah.
we don't have any sky. Since the sky requires a directional light, which is the sunlight. So let's also come up to add down the lights and drag in a directional light.
Oh. Well, Alt-H. Uh-oh. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, no, I know I did. But I'm clicking so many buttons. Is that a straight hide all? No. How do I click out of this again? Perspective? There we go. Here we are. Because I hit our lights, so, spotlights. Oh, my sky atmosphere, rectangle light. I would say, oh my goodness, that's awesome. It's crazy just like, yeah. It's crazy just kind of how simple that is, but man, that's so cool. I think that's the stuff I have. Directional, skylight, sky atmosphere.
It's for our sky. Now, if our skylight isn't working, then it has to be refreshed by going into the details panel and turning on and off effects world.
Okay. Hold up, I want to put this inside. Okay, just in case. Oh. Go in here. Real-time capture. Wait, what did he do? I just kind of like sidetracked for a second.
And dragging a directional light for our sky. Now, if our skylight isn't working, then it has to be refreshed by going into the details panel and turning on and off effects world.
Oh. Okay.
Now, the reason why I know the lighting in our room right now is from the sky and not from the directional light is because the directional light is not hitting the inside of our room. So if I move it around, then we can see that our directional light is illuminating our room. But if I
okay. So direction... Oh. Ah, it is. There it is. Okay. Because I knew that was going to happen trying this. I'm like, okay, if I first put it in, I'm not going to see the before and after. But there's the before and after. That shouldn't... Okay. I think that's a bug. I don't think that's supposed to be like this. Why is that like this? Like, in the sense of, like, why do I have to go here and click this and not just click a different button? But this also... Wait, this is also not working now. Why? Wait, hold up.
the lighting is entirely coming from the skylight. And we can see this better.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then if I do this. And now it's lit up, I can tell. Now it's lit up. So it's using the sky without having light inside. Ah, so seeing the difference, because that's what we had it to before, but seeing the difference of like the morning, daytime type stuff, you really see how that actually is. So if there is a window, but it's like, well, actually, no, this could be kind of cool for like sterile type views and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool.
By hiding and unhiding the skylight by using the effects tool right there. So here the skylight is being used, and here the skylight isn't. So this is without skylight, and this is with skylight. And something that's pretty cool about the skylight is that if I added a cube, shape cube, drag it in, scale that up, you can make a makeshift door. And now notice how as I move my cube, the skylight slowly starts to illuminate our room. So that's why the skylight is a pretty big...
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's... it feels weird. I don't know why that feels so weird to me. There's going to be a use case that's going to be really good for that, but I wonder if it's...
And finally, it's time to go over lumen settings. So these are settings that affect all of our lumen lighting before we move on to lighting environment completely from scratch. So I'm going to delete everything, and I'm just going to add in a simple point light once again, because I want to show.
I don't want to delete, I want to hide it. I wish it showed all the eyes. Maybe that's a setting I can turn on. Also, I could put these in a folder, but I'm not going to do so.
Decrease the intensity to 4. and this is probably something you've
Which
noticed,
is bad practice,
is that
but
there is a lot of noise, especially in the shadows. Now, I don't know if it shows up due to the YouTube compression.
where's my...
But if you are following along with the tutorial, you can see a lot of that noise. To get rid of that noise, we need to play with the lumen settings, which are located in our post-process volume. So find out where the post-process volume is. As a reminder, you can create a post-process volume by going to add,
Okay.
volumes, and post-process volume.
Never mind.
Make sure in your post-process volume,
I was going to go to lighting.
infinite extent unbound is turned on, because otherwise our post-process volume will not be affecting.
Yes. Okay, it is.
So you want to come down all the way inside the post-process volume to global illumination, and by default, lumen is turned on. And we get
Global illumination, okay.
lumen settings under
Luma settings. Luma global illumination. Okay.
the lumen global illumination. So first off, to get rid of that noise, check final gather quality and increase it from 1 to 4. Now we can see that noise slowly start to disappear, and there is a lot
Okay.
less noise. We can even increase.
Let's see. Let me see this for myself. That was the noise I was talking about, the D noise. That was better.
10, and now we're seeing definitely looks a lot better. So if we hover over any of these settings, it gives us a very quick description. While final gather quality does get rid of the noise, it also comes at the cost of GPU. So just keep in
Yeah.
mind that if you do increase final gather quality, you might lose on some performance. We're also
Yeah. Yeah, because I was about to say, if you're changing your shadow quality option in any game, that does not do well.
settings, which I'm going to go over in the next chapter. That's the basics of lighting in UE5. Now we're going to take the knowledge that we just learned and apply it to lighting and architectural visualization scene. First, we're going to light the environment by using lumen and movable lights. Then we're going to light the same exact environment, but with static and base lighting. So we're going to compare the two methods of getting global illumination and see their pros and cons.
Okay. And that's where I think that next level's coming in.
The specific architectural environment is already included within our lighting samples. Now we migrated into our first project. We can see under lighting samples maps, it's the map that's right next to the map that we've been editing, which is light bounce. So let's double click on ArcViz room, and we won't see anything because there are no lights.
Because this is interesting because this is good practice for this engine. Because what better practice to have lighting something than trying to create a scene, come up with it when we're kind of just having a freebie right here of like, hey, here's an example of how to do that stuff. Open editor, please. Open editor. I wonder if it can color your Unreal 5 and make it like really personal with like how all the UI looks. Lime green everywhere. Wherever there's gray, it's gonna be lime green. Why is this not open? What? What's this scene?
Or if I click on unlit in review mode, but this environment is just a simple room with some furniture and a window from which all our light is going to come from. So very
So why is it being a little funky?
simple room.
Okay, so here it is. Unlit. Okay. Got some windows. Hey, he's talking about some window stuff. Hey, let's go. Nice little small scene. Unlit. Lit. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Because there's no lights yet, so we gotta place the lights. Yeah, so, this is a really good, nice little tutorial to get, well, to first know this, especially if you don't fully know this, but especially for me, to get loosey-goosey with the tools and everything and knowing the stuff.